Hello, U.S. History 101 class. Welcome to week 11. And I'll try to make this announcement brief. Uh, um, let's just keep up the good work. Right now, this class is really solid and on point. And you are all engaging in the material in a way that I still find very positive. So keep it up. I just want to say a few things here. We're building up into what I think is the most important information to learn in this class, which is the Civil War. The U.S. Civil War, which is very tragic, but also very important to understand to give us more insight into what makes America what it is today and some of the things that we have resolved or have not resolved, and even debates about the actual reason for the war itself. But this upcoming week, what we're learning about, which is, I think, something massively important that doesn't get that much coverage, and it's the Mexican-American War, the war between the U.S. and Mexico, which is actually going to help lead up to the tensions that's going to build up to the U.S. Civil War. Many of the soldiers and the important political figures that are going to be a part of the U.S. Civil War will have first had become familiar with war and fighting, veterans of this one, of the Mexican-American War, participants in this. So highly, highly significant. It also helps explain things that sometimes those that live in California, for example, just take for granted, like why there's Los Angeles or Manteca or Manteca, San Jose. These are all Spanish names. Santa Cruz, San Francisco, right? I mean, I could go on and on. So we have all these Spanish names. And it has to do with the fact that this was once Mexico. But let me just add this, and you're going to see in some of the readings I do, Mexico, in many ways, is like the United States in that it's a European power that develops an independent country, and there's still the indigenous populations in their territory. So from a native perspective of indigenous people of the land, a war between Mexico and a war between the United States would be two invader or outside entities fighting for land that they consider theirs. And the indigenous people are going to play a role in that war and the Civil War, are going to be major players as well. And that's something that gets downplayed also, is the role of Native American tribes in relation to the battles that happened in this war. Actually, we could say all the wars, but I just want to highlight that. So in this class, what I try to do is I like to focus on things that are overlooked often in popular discourse on our history, okay? So keep that in mind, understanding the background. And so all I'm going to say, just on as we are dealing with this very current tragic set of events with Israel and Palestine, all of these kind of conflicts that we're seeing in the world, please, if you're going to get heavily involved in a position, research on the background to them. That is just going to help at least make more productive arguments and debates, because what we have is a lot of people that don't necessarily do the work. And I think that understanding the Mexican-American War, it wouldn't change things entirely, but it would help Americans having a discourse about our country if we really understood that this war, if we understood the issue about demographics and the border and all these things might be a little different. I don't know how much more different, but we'd at least be it'd be a higher quality debate, I think. So that's all I'm going to say about this for now. I'm going to end it here, and I hope you're having a great week, and contact me if you have anything that you need to address.